School abduction. Oyo Muslim demands for Sharia law as school shuts in 33 LGs. I don't understand. Like, are they doing a protest for Sharia law? Because I don't get. Oyo Muslims demand for Sharia law as school shuts in 33 LGs. The Muslim community in Oyo State have condemned the Sharia-related demands reportedly made by terrorists. Okay. So why this headline safe? I don't understand. Some people will not read the body now. They will think that Oyo people are asking that Sharia law be implemented. Okay. The Muslim community in Oyo State has condemned the Sharia-related demands reportedly made by terrorists holding teachers and pupils abducted from schools in Oyo local government area, declaring that the criminals do not represent Islam or Muslim. The position came as public and private schools across Oyo State, the 3 local government areas shut down in solidarity with the abducted victims. Also, security analysts in separate interviews offered different views on how the federal government could respond to terrorist demands. The abductors who attacked the 3 schools in Esinele, Yawota, and Alawosa communities on May 15 reportedly demanded the release of the 10 terrorist commanders, payment of ransom, 2 Helios vehicles, and the implementation of Sharia-related law before freeing the captives. Imagine asking for Helios vehicles too. In a statement issued on Friday and jointly signed by its chairman, Alhaji Ishaq Sanvni and Secretary General Alhaji Murisiko Sinyobadi, the Muslim community in Oyo State described the terrorist action as criminal and contrary to Islamic teachings. The group said attempts by the abductors to justify their actions through religious rhetoric amounted to distortion of Islam. Islam forbids kidnapping, terrorism, and the extortion of innocent citizens. Legitimate Sharia promotes justice, peace, and the sanctity of human life, values that stand in direct opposition to the activities of criminal groups, the statement said. The organization added that terrorists could not claim to speak on behalf of Muslims. Terrorists do not represent Islamic values and cannot speak for Muslims, it stated. Quoting chapter 5 verse 32 of the Holy Quran, the community stressed that Islam places a high premium on the protection of human life and urged security agencies to intensify efforts to rescue those in captivity. The development came amidst growing concern over the fate of the abducted teachers and pupils. The traditional ruler in one of the affected communities, the Eleshi of Esiele, Oba Tajuddin Abiri, appealed to the government to secure the release of the victims. We are aware of the ransom demands of the terrorists, but we are helpless. We are looking up to the government and pleading for intervention, he said. Findings by review that the management of private schools issued a statement on Wednesday, directing all schools to shut down Friday, June 5. One of the internal memos obtained by a correspondent in Ibadan, the state capital, on Wednesday read, due to the situation at hand and the ongoing protests in the state, all pupils and students should stay at home until further notice. No school for now until further notice. Also, a message circulated to private schools by the Ibadan district chairman of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Joshua Olaoluwa, and obtained by Saturday Punch read, Good day, all school owners and administrators. Due to the recent kidnappings of teachers and students in Oyo LGA and rising security concerns, all NAPS members, schools in Ibadan district will be closed on Friday, June 5, 2026, as a mark of solidarity and for prayers for the victims' safe release and the protection of all schools. If anyone tries to disrupt school activities before or after Friday, please record a video if it is safe to do so. Report to the nearest police station and inform your NAPS LGA coordinator and the district office immediately. The state chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Fatai Hassan, had earlier disclosed that all public secondary and primary schools would remain closed until the abductees are rescued alive. Speaking in Ibadan, the chairman of the Parent Teacher Association of one of the affected schools, who requested anonymity, said, We had already held a meeting over the closure of the school. We know this is more or less a remote area. It is not that remote, but we cannot compare schools in this environment with those around Agbowo, UI, Bodija, Songo, or Mokola axis. But we have to consider those students writing their terminal examinations. Otherwise, we would have joined the public protest since Monday. We eventually shut down the school on Wednesday, the source said. Okay. This one says, Asuko says, if they do not represent Islam, why is the Sultan of Sokoto, who is the Fulani head of Muslims, stay silent? Why has he not issued a fatwa or any Sharia-based sanction on these people who they say are distorting Islam? Abi now. That Sharia law will buy all of you. Okay, because actually you are aware of this terrorist holding these children in captive. Yes, says long live MNK. Yoruba is gone forever. Gone forever away. Gone forever to where? Alafemiwa says Islamic religion belongs to this world. It is not from God. You can imagine all their bureaucrats in all of Yoruba lands and Muslims. And if you insult their prophet Muhammad, the result is death. Unlike Jesus Christ, when his followers wanted to fight, he told them his kingdom is not of this world. If not, he would have asked them to fight. Israel says deceptions and pretenders. Ademi says, is that really true? I've been from one online watchdog for bandits they talk. We don't know. Allah JSK says these journalists are just trying to spoil Islam with negative reports. Your family will not do well in life. Fashion says applying the evil takia again. Terrorism, kidnapping, beheading, raping, land grabbing, ransom collecting, etc. are clearly stated in the Quran and are part of the tenets of Islam. Wow. The sixth pillar of Islam is jihad. So why lie openly and brazenly like that? Though. It is well. Adewa says the title of the report is misleading. Yes, the title is actually very misleading. Comparing it to the full report. And some people will not read full report. It's only the headline they will read. It is well. Sarah says, don't deny your background. That was how the Islam was founded. When you started agitating for Sharia in Oyo State. This is the outcome of your request. Useless and senseless element bent to disrupt the peace of Yorubas. Salman says one issue with defense statements is only in Nigeria you write anyhow and the media trends it for you. And as he says, they were clamoring for it before, so why the sudden change? And then they're just pretending. Which food district says their real game plan? I pity Christians that can't see. Soon they won't allow you go to church freely. This is the Antichrist, coming with terrorism and bad government. Exactly. That's what they want to do. But their plans will fail. God to help us. God to save us. Tim Tamina says, is there a misconception about the Sharia? Muslims want the Sharia but are saying that bandits are not qualified to make them that request on their behalf. Who benefits if it's eventually implemented? Not them now. It is well. And I said, we just set of people. And listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.